Good morning, friends. So today we are going to discuss about the dispatching and activities of the dispatcher. So one of the important function after routing and scheduling in the production planning control, that is about the dispatching. So dispatching means issuing the orders. We are giving the orders authentically to start the work. By giving the orders, issuing the orders to start work authentically. So here we have a different of orders we will be given to the, so different options, like a store order, move order, tool order, inspection order. Like that we are giving orders to start to work authentically as per our routing, and after that we have a scheduling. So as per routing procedure, scheduling procedure, we need to give the orders to start the work. So that is about dispatch. So dispatching refers to the process of actually ordering the work to be done. So we are giving the orders to be, the work is to be start. So it involving putting the plan into the effective, issuing the orders. So we are giving the orders, we are issuing the orders as per the route sheets and scheduling charts. So that the important point. So we need to give the orders, we need to give the orders as per the route sheet and schedule chart. So we are issuing the orders as per the route sheet and scheduling charts. So we are giving the orders by using by the route sheet and scheduling. So dispatching put the production in effective by releasing and guiding the manufacturing orders. So we need to give the orders authentically. The work is to be start by giving the, by issuing the orders. So by releasing and guiding the manufacturing order in the sequence previously determined by the route sheet and schedule. So that is the definition of dispatching. We need to give the orders, issuing the orders. We need to give the manufacturing orders by using sequence or scheduling charts. With the, as per the route sheet and the scheduling charts, we need to issue in the charts, we need to give the orders. So various activities in the dispatcher. So these are the activities. So before going to the dispatching activities, so we need to see the procedure, or simply we call it as the activities of the dispatcher or procedure of the dispatching. So we need to give the different orders, we need to release the orders to work, to start the work authentically. So we need to give the orders. So in this we have a moving of material from process to process, assume of work to machines, issuing of job tools to production department, issuing of the job order, recording of time taken, so ensuring the necessary changes and happy proper realization with routing. So we are going to see one by one. So first one, moving of materials from process to process. So we need to give the raw materials, so from one process to another process. Then we need to assign the work. So we need to assign the work to machines. So for example, we have a part 1, part 2, part 3, like that. So in the part A, so we have a subcomponents also there. So we need to give the assign. So which machine, in the which machine we are going to do the operations. In which machine we are going to do the operation 1, part A operation 1, operation 2, like that. So we need to assign the machines, men. We need to assign the men to work, assigning the workload to the machines. So for giving, by giving the orders, by issuing the guidelines and issuing the orders to the assigning of the work to the machine members. Then we are issuing the tools to the production department. Another important aspect in the dispatching procedure, that is about issuing the tools to the production department, issuing the tools. So we are authentically giving the orders, guiding the orders, or issuing the orders. Issuing what we are issuing of tools. So here what are the required tools as per our route sheet, as per of the operation 1, operation 2, part A operation 1, operation 2, which tools we are required for making the jobs, which tools we are going to use. So that type of tools will be collecting from the tool room. So required tools is necessary, jigs and fixtures is necessary, right? So different tools will be using. So we need to give the order, as per our requirement, manufacturing operations. So what are the tools required for, so that tools requirement, we need to give the orders in the form of tool order. So what do you mean by the tool order? So whatever the tools required for that particular operation, so kindly send that tools and jigs and fixture for that manufacturing operations, right? So that is about the issuing the tool order. Then issuing of the job order, issuing of the job order. So issuing the tool order, issuing the work order, and issuing the job order. So what are the raw materials required for that particular operation? So issuing of the job order means, so actually the work is to be done. So before that, in the planning phase, the work is to be planning the work, whatever the thoughts will be there, that will be planning phase. That actually the work will be actually doing that whenever we need to give the whenever we give to the orders, whenever when we got the orders from the authentical person, planning department, then only we need to start the work. So issuing of the job orders, so the job we are going to start, the job we are going to start after receiving the job order. So that is about issuing of the job orders. Then recording of time taken, recording of time taken. So for starting, and we need to record the starting of the operation. For example, part A, in the part A we have a different operations will be there. So we need to record the time starting for that particular operation and the ending of the particular operation. So that recording of the time taking. So then after that we are giving the inspection orders also. Inspection orders, quality control department will comes to the field, and once quality inspector will be coming and checking of the whether the component will be as per our dimensions, it will be acceptable or not. He will check if any deviations will be there. So that that will be come back again. It will come back to the manufacturing operations. So that ensuring the necessary changes. If any faulty component or defective components will be there, any bottlenecks will be there. So that component again sent to the manufacturing operations. So that is about ensuring necessary changes. Then having proper realization with the routing. So as per the routing, so routing means, so we are giving on the sequential operations. For example, we need to make the gear. We need to making of the gear. So first we need to done the casting. So after that casting, then we have a machining operations. Then we are going to have the milling machine. So in that milling, by using the milling cutters, we need to make the gears. So after the gear cutting, indexing of the milling, so all the milling machines operations will be done. Then we need to send the finishing operations, finishing turning operations, finishing operations. Then we have sending the smoothie operation. Like that, we have a sequence of operations are there. Like that, we have a sequence of machining operations there. So as per the routing, we need to send that. So having proper realization with the routing. So this is about flow chart. These are activities of the dispatcher activities. So first we need to receiving the work order. So by receiving the work order, we need to start the work authentically. We need to start the work authentically by receiving the work orders. Then we need to check the materials. So what are the raw materials required for that particular operation? What are the raw material required for that particular machining operations or manufacturing operations? Alright. So receiving the work order. So whatever the work order as per our plan and routing sheet and scheduling, as per our routing sheet and scheduling chart. So we need to give the orders. We need to start the work authentically by issuing the order. So that is about work order. Then check the materials and tools. Check the materials means that is about raw material. What are the raw material required for that particular manufacturing operation, we need to check. Then we need to give the order, that is about tool order for the tool store order. What we call it is a store order, and simply we call it as a store order. So in the store order, whenever he got the order, he will give the required components, required tools and required materials. So he will give all the tools. He will give all the required tools, jigs and fixtures from the tool room. So then first one is the store order. Whatever the raw material will be given, whatever the raw material for that particular operation, he will give from the stores. That is about store order. Second one is the tool order. What are the tools required for that manufacturing operation? The tool will be given to by using tool room. So that is about second order. So first we are giving the store order, then we are giving the tool order. So the dispatching means issuing the orders. Dispatching means issuing the orders. So first we are giving the store order. Second one will be giving the tool order. Then we are giving to the job orders, issuing the job orders. Job orders means the work authentically will be starting. So whenever the orders will be comes, so then the work will be starting from the work will be starts authentically as per the route sheet, as per our sequencing operation. The work will be starting whenever by giving the issuing the job cards and job tickets. So that is about to authorize the job to be start. One more is in between the assigning the job order. So assigning the men and mission to the particular job. So that is about workload. That is about workload. Assigning the jobs, assigning the what is about job cards, issuing the job cards and time tickets. So what does that mean? So we are issuing the job card. That means assigning the persons, men and mission to that particular work. Assigning the men and mission to the particular work. So that is about the job cards, issuing of the job cards. That is the issuing of the job cards. So we are giving the orders authentically, assigning some particular person, some particular mission to that particular manufacturing operations. So that is about issuing of the job cards and time ticket. Then what is about time ticket? Time ticket means, I already told what do you mean by the time ticket. So in the time ticket means we need to calculate the time. We need to how much time will be taking for a particular operation. So we need to count the starting and ending, starting of the manufacturing operation and the ending of the manufacturing operation. So how much time will be using for that particular machine, and how much time spent the workers, how much time will be spent that particular workers will be particular time, how much time will be spending on the for making that particular manufacturing operation. So we need to calculate the time for giving the wages, and we need to calculate the machining time also, starting and ending time of the particular operation. So that is about issuing the time tickets. Then another important in the activities of the dispatcher is coordinate with the stores and tool room. So whatever our required action plan, whatever our manufacturing operation, we need to coordinate with the store orders and tool orders. What do you mean by store? Store means it will be giving the required materials, required raw materials for particular manufacturing operation. So coming to the tool room, what are the required tools for making for that manufacturing operation? So we need to coordinate with the stores and tool room by giving the orders. So that is also important of the activities of the dispatcher. Then monitor job progress. We need to monitor the job progress. So as per schedule, we need to give the workload to machines and manpower, men. So as per that, we need to monitor the job progress. So if any delay is there, or we need to, if any bottlenecks, any breakdowns, like that, we need to monitor that means any follow-up work. We need to follow the work, speed up the work, expediting the work. So that is another aspect of the dispatcher. Monitor the job progress. Then maintain the dispatch records. So he will be recording. So starting and ending time, all together he will be maintaining dispatching records. So these are the flowchart belongs to the dispatcher activities, right? So these are the important document will be to be maintained. So material requesting, work order, control sheet, internal delivery note, tool and gauge ticket, So after the monitoring job progress, if the work is completed, we need to give the inspection order also. So in this inspection order, the quality control department inspection team will come and will be checking the component. So whether the component will be acceptable within the specified tolerances, within the specific standard dimensions. So he will check all the components. If the components will be accepted, then it will be goes to the another department. After completion of the part A, it will be goes to the part B. So if the components will be failed, if the components will be not acceptable, then it will be goes to the sending back to the manufacturing operations, right? So that is in the quality control department. So we should issuing the inspector order. inspection order. So whenever he got the inspection order, the quality control department will sending the inspection person to check the components. So that is also part of the dispatcher function or dispatcher activities. So we need to maintain several documents, maintain dispatch records, maintain dispatching records. We need to maintain the tool orders, job orders, like that we need to maintain all the records. After the dispatching, another important aspect in the production planning control, so that is about follow-up. So follow-up or expediting is that branch of production control procedure which regulates the progress of the materials and part through the production process, which regulates the progress of the material and part through the production process. So follow-up, we need to speed up the work. As per scheduling and route sheet, we need to speed up the work, and we need to expedite the work, which regulates the progress of the material and part through the production process. So the follow-up procedure is progress should be checked, causes of differentiation should be ascertained, helping in reviewing the deviations, report with the department supplying of the materials. So follow-up, a frequent follow-up will be there. It will be regulating the entire production flow line. So if any production line it will be misbalancing, so we need to balance the production line. If any bottlenecks, any breakdown will be there, we need to add certain machines or manpower for balancing the production. So that is about follow-up for speed up the work. So whenever the work is slowing, continuously monitoring and continuously regulating the production progress. So the progress of the work should be checked by then if any deviations will be there, so the difference should be ascertained by using the follow-up. So we need to helping in removing the deviations. If any deviations will be there, if any balancing in the production line will be there, so that will be balanced. Any bottlenecks, breakdowns, so that will be any deviations will be there, that will be overcome by taking certain precautions, certain arrangement, and certain arrangements will be there, that we need to balance the production line. So the follow-up means we need to control and we need to regulate the progress of the production line work. So this is about activities of the dispatcher, or process of the activities, process of the dispatching, functions of the dispatching, or activities of the dispatcher. Then we have discussed the follow-up and expediting. So I hope you are understanding the functions of the dispatching or activities of the dispatcher. Thank you.